Hey guys, welcome back to 30 Days of Podcasting, your home for all things podcasting. I'm your host, Chris Hayes, and today we are looking at step 2 of content planning. Yesterday, we looked at the problems, the struggles, the concerns, the questions, all that heavy stuff. And today it's a good day. It's my notes say, huzzah! It's Solutions Day. That's right, I said it. So yesterday was dark, and today we're going to be looking at the light. Before we get into the solutions, I need you to realize that you are not the fix to their problem. All of those problems, those concerns, those questions, you are not the answer. You're not the solution. You are the guide. They have to reach their conclusions on their own. They've got to reach the solutions on their own, because that's where progress is made. That's where accomplishment and feat and transformation happens, is in the doing, in the solution, the solving. But you get to help guide them along the way. So what we're going to do is I'm going to help guide you through how to come up with solutions, and really to come up with conversations so that they can reach the conclusions themselves. So I want you to take the list from yesterday where we have all of those questions, concerns, those problems. And today's a brainstorming day. You don't have to write out complete answers. You don't have to write complete solutions. We're just trying to get as many options as possible down on the paper. So we're going to ask 3 questions about each of those problems that you came up with yesterday. Who would be the best to talk to about this? Who's been through this before or is currently in it now? And what are some methods that I know of about how people get through this? So these 3 questions are really going to help you come up with solutions, with conversations to have. So just for example, I've got a bunch on the podcast. If you want to go listen to the full episode, check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify, wherever. It should be there. But let's say you have a podcast with soldiers with PTSD. They were in war, and they've got some issues. You've identified that one of the problems, one of the struggles that your audience has, is they don't go to counseling because of their perception of it. They think that they've failed. They're not strong enough. So they don't go to counseling. They just deal with the PTSD until it consumes them. So ask those 3 questions. Who is an expert in this? Who are experts in PTSD with soldiers? There are some great counselors out there doing some amazing work with our soldiers who've come back with PTSD. I'm sure there's a number of them that would want to talk with you. There may be former soldiers that you know who have been through this. That's the next one. Who's been through this and came out the other side? There may be some who are in it right now and are willing to talk with you about it. You've been in the community. This is your niche. This is your topic. This is your zone of experience and expertise. So what have you seen come out and be useful, be resourceful to help people either get involved with counseling or to come through it? The solutions don't have to be extensive. You don't have to, outline, well, A, we're going to do this, and B, we're going to do this, and C, just get it on paper. Who's an expert? Who has been through it? What do you know that it could help? That's it. Once you have these simple starter solutions for all of your problems, for all of the struggles, I want you to go back through and refine just a little bit. Ask some more questions of it. Will this resonate with my audience? If you have a counselor on for this PTSD show, and they don't specialize in PTSD at all, they specialize in, elderly care, that probably isn't going to be ideal for your audience. It might not resonate. So scratch that one off the list. The next question, does this align with my purpose? If my purpose is to help soldiers and my solution does not help soldiers, then cross it off the list. The next question, what value does this provide? Is this actually providing a value, or is it just fluff? Is it just noise that's going to fill my calendar? Scratch it if it's fluff. We don't need it. Get it out of here. The last question is, how can I add even more value to this specific solution? So let's say you want to have on an officer who has dealt with PTSD himself and has helped other soldiers through their struggles. Great. How can I add even more value to that? Maybe this officer has a guide that they've created to help soldiers, and they're willing to let you share that for free on your website. Well, that's even extra value. That's another layer. It's another level. Jot it down. Make a note. So you might not reach a solution with your question, with the problem. That's okay, because you're starting a conversation. You're getting people engaged in the conversation about whatever your podcast is. And it doesn't have to be heavy. PTSD is really heavy. Going back to yesterday's, if you didn't watch yesterday's yet where we worked on the problems, go back to yesterday's, check it out. We use this ridiculous example of cat recreation. Because right now, right next to me, I can see off camera right there, we have our cat tower with sleeping cats because that's all they do. So you might not have a complex issue. You might have cat recreation is your podcast, but still ask those questions. My cat is fat. Who is an expert in fat cats, in weight loss for cats? Who's currently in it? Maybe a vet could help me in that direction. Maybe there's a local university that has a great veterinarian program, and they've got some master's level students working on weight loss techniques for the average house cat. I don't know, but that's not my niche. So who's an expert? Who's in it? What have I done that's worked? Nothing. My cats are lazy, so that's no help there. Will this resonate with my audience? You tell me. I don't know. Does it align with my purpose? What value does it provide? How can I add more value? Well, if I reach a conclusion, that's huge value. If I don't reach a conclusion, hey, stay tuned. We're going to be following this. I'll start uploading pictures of my cat to Instagram. You can follow his weight loss journey with me. Blam. That's instant engagement for your social medias. Congratulations. So it doesn't have to be deep, but anything that you do that's honest, that's sincere, it's going to help build that connection. It's going to build a bond that will resonate with your audience. And they will become more than just a casual listener. They'll step over into a loyal fan. So do the work. Outline your solutions. Go a little deeper with your solutions, with those secondary questions. All of these questions will be in the notes below the description. If you do the work, you'll see the results. Tomorrow, we're going to be taking all this work that we've been doing and we're going to put it into a format that I love. This is my favorite thing to do with clients, is to have them work all the problems and then the solutions. And then tomorrow's format will blow your mind. Once you put in the work and you see what you have in front of you, you'll be stunned at how much you've done with just a little bit of work. It's pretty phenomenal. So come back tomorrow and I will see you then. Until then, do the work. See ya. Hey, this is a side note. Look around. You've got a playlist here that is all of the episodes that we've done so far. As I add more episodes, they'll be there too. The other side, you got your subscribe button. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, do the things that help YouTube algorithms so that we can get more exposure within the YouTube realm. So click the buttons, do the things, and I will see you soon.